Welcome. Today we are going to visit the Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks in Newark, Ohio. Right now I'm recording from Sussex, New Jersey, but we're going to quickly teleport over there. My name is Julie Jordan Scott. I'm the Creative Life Midwife, and I am so thrilled that you are here. This trip that I took was a part of an adventure while I was headed towards a James Taylor concert in Cleveland, Ohio at the Blossom Music Center. Little did I know that on the way to that pivotal concert for me, I was going to find the one and only World UNESCO site in Ohio. I had no idea there was a UNESCO site in Ohio. And I also didn't know that how much this place, this land of ancient people, where ancient wisdom is written in the earth, would be found. Ancient wisdom written in the land, that there was actually a site in Ohio that was on the same level of importance according to UNESCO as a place like Stonehenge, a place we've heard about many, many times. I made this video, I was pretty much learning and sharing as I went. You will see and learn quite a bit from this rather short visit that we're taking. And I hope that it will issue an invitation to you to explore places like this, perhaps that you haven't met before or even heard of before. I found it by complete accident as a traveler in Ohio. I think it was Facebook that showed me this place. If Facebook hadn't shown me this place, I would not have visited here, nor would I have seen another city along the way. There's another video at that city called Rushville, Ohio. These spaces that seem off the beaten path and yet are so important. So let's take a moment to check out one of my most favorite finds from the summer of 2025. You will find all kinds of links below for both the UNESCO website and also the National Park Service of the US has a site as well. But before you go, I would like to also invite you to please like this video. If you feel compelled to ask questions or make comments, all of these things help me to continue to grow and reach out to people via my videos. Also, if you would subscribe if you're interested in travel, discovery, hiking, day in the life experiences in my little shorts that I make, and also things about creativity and writing and how to grow yourself that way. One of the things that I learned from creating this video for you is how important it is to follow our fascinations and our intuition. That sometimes we might think that our plans are the greatest plans there are for us, and yet when you make space for surprises along the way, sometimes you get the most significant experiences of them all. I tell a story under a tree. I'm sitting under a tree in the middle of this site, and I dive into that a little bit. I will hope that you will stay through the video for that portion, because I believe there's something in there for you. I don't know why I believe that, but I do believe that there is something in there for you. So enjoy the video, comment, interact, engage, and see how you might be invited to get to know the incredible Hopewell culture, the ancient people of Ohio and parts of the Midwest in the United States. Keep watching. This is the only World UNESCO site in all of Ohio, and I found it by accident. I was on my phone last night looking at things, I think on Facebook, and up popped an ad. They knew I was traveling, I suppose, in Ohio, so why not check it out? And I'm so grateful that I did. You can see the ditches around the mounds, or what those were used for was to add the element of water into the ceremony, so that they would have the presence of water, land, and sky, which embodied the tripartite division of many of the American Indians' cosmological systems. At the center, where you see that tree that looks like it's not living anymore, that is called the Eagle Mound. It's not an effigy mound, but a mound marking the location where a large wooden structure was once placed and where peoples gathered 2,000 years ago. What you are looking at is a place where Native Americans from all over North America would come and do ceremonies and hold gatherings. And believe it or not, this area was almost destroyed. It served as the main attraction of Licking County's fairgrounds between 1854 and 1933. Although you can't tell these mounds, if you were up in the air, they made different images, very carefully laid out to be seen from the heavens. Serpentine almost. The Ohio infantry from the Civil War trained here before they went down for battle, or they went to any battles. They trained here. Also, when some American officials were standing on the mound, on the wooden structure, the structure collapsed. President Hayes and a couple Shermans, I can't remember their name, General Sherman, they were up there and the thing collapsed during their ceremony. Interesting, isn't it? What do you make of that? We are looking at the Great Circle, and I am sitting under this tree in the Great Circle area, and this was significant, very significant to the people of 2,000 years ago. So to put this into context, this place where we are, this Great Circle where people gathered 2,000 years ago until, I think it was, well, it started 2,000 years ago. I don't know how long it went on. It's mind-boggling. 2,000 years ago, that's when Jesus was gathering his 12 disciples. That's the same time that the giant sequoias were tiny little seedlings, sequoias from Central California. It's the only place where they grow giant sequoia trees. Cousins to the redwoods that are on the coast of California. It is mind-boggling to think of the skill and the vision that it took to make these this perfect circle that these mounds have, so that they could have the earth, water, and sky. Because when you see them from above, you can see the careful geometry that they use to build these things. And today, in 2020, it's like making me emotional. Today in 2025, I can come here completely by accident, which felt to me like a calling to come here to tell the story. Because every little bit of getting here has been laced with synchronicity, and also laced indelibly with family, and also more continuing of my family story. I am about 20 miles from where one branch of my family came after moving to the United States from Scotland. That's in Zanesville, Ohio. I had no idea Zanesville was so close to where I was going to be. Well, I didn't know I was going to be here. I thought that Zanesville was closer to Cincinnati. It's not. It's between Columbus and Cleveland, so I had no idea. Driving down the road, bumped into a small town called Rushville. It was also an Underground Railroad city. There's a part of my family story of my youngest brother that I want to investigate now, because I feel like there's significance for that too, and I might not have connected the dots if I hadn't seen all of this. Down to the Jordan Ironworks in Rushville. My name is Julie Jordan Scott. My family is Jordan. And there in Rushville, there were collected bricks. And my dad collected bricks. I used to bring him bricks from Bakersfield and other places where I found them, and he made a patio out of historical bricks. So once again, when you are going somewhere, it sounds so cliche. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, it's about the path there. And in this situation, that's so definitely true. And when I spoke with my daughter this morning, I said, we need to go camping out here. And we need to spend time as a family in this area and see what it has to tell us. This tree that I'm sitting on, she is agreeing. Because as I said that, the wind started. It's almost like she's saying, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Maybe one of you out there, this is important for you to hear. Tree saying yes. There's something in these things I'm saying that's for you specifically. There's some people walking around, I don't care if they think I'm strange sitting here, hugging a tree with my butt. Literally sitting in her roots. Thank you. Here is an up-close view of what the mounds and then I don't know what to call them. The parts where the water lived. That's now, I'm told, filled with poison ivy. So we definitely do not want to go there. So what you're looking at is the northwest axis. The northwest axis. So this is Newark's Octagon Earthworks and its axes. It marks the northernmost rising of the moon. The earthworks include additional alignments to all other key lunar rise and set points in a cycle that takes 18.6 years. And even though it marks all these important lunar crossings and passings and rising and falling, it is not an astronomical or an astronomy site. It is in honor of the cosmology and the spiritual learnings, knowings, teachings of the native people who built it. Incredible. Incredibly grateful that you took some time to travel with me to the Hopewell Earthworks in Newark, Ohio. I also hope that you gained something from it, maybe that I didn't get at first. So I would love it if you would comment. If you have further questions, I would love to research more. I do plan to make a return visit to this area in the spring of 2026, where I will go visit more of these sites and also some other places around eastern Ohio. I'll go back to the Hawkins Hill State Park. I'm really excited about that one. I hardly took any video there. It was so hot and I was so overwhelmed. So anyway, grateful you're here. Thank you as always for watching and not being too bothered by the traffic here by the porch of the manse. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.